Hey, welcome back to Three Strands Homestead. Today we're going to tell you a little bit more of our testimony and really what happened just yesterday morning. So this is new to us, and I hope y'all enjoy it. Hope this is encouraging to you, and we're also going to put a little link in the description so y'all can kind of check out the video that we watched yesterday. It's a pretty encouraging video, just talking about the fear of the Lord. But so yesterday morning I was in the kitchen, and I had been somewhat wrestling with God a little bit on a situation about just going deeper with Him, and I've been a little restless here lately, and going deeper with Him, which every time we go deeper with Him, we die to self, and we have to die to self, and it's just been a little difficult for where He's wanting to take myself and my family, my wife, and so I know what I need to do. He really wants me to seek Him more intimately, like face to face. And it's been difficult for where I'm at in this season. I know it's going to be good, but in one sense I know where He's taken me, and I'm a little afraid. And I got up yesterday morning. I've been sleeping later in the morning, and
it's just the season. Winter is always that way for us.
and just and taking more naps, and just where we've been at in just everyday life has kind of been a little different. So, and I won't get all into that, but anyway, it's just been a challenge. So I wake up yesterday morning, and I just remember walking into the kitchen, and the Lord said to me, do you want to know me face to face like Moses knew me? And then He said, or do you want to be like the Israelites who were afraid to meet me face to face? And it just pierced my heart. Like, I knew that was from the Lord, because my mind just don't even think like that. And it just, that scripture just, none of that was on my mind at all. It was just, and it just hit me. And I was like, and then when I turn around to walk into the living room to tell Meagan what the Lord just told to me, the Spirit of the Lord comes to Meagan.
And so before Carl had gotten up yesterday morning, I was sitting at the kitchen table reading my devotionals and scriptures, and this book about renewal of the mind, transformation in the mind. And she was talking about, when we leave our first love, and what that looks like. And so I asked Carl, I was like, what does it mean to get back to our first love? What does it look like, to get back to Him,
Right.
And that's when you...
So it was like the perfect setup. So it's like the Lord had given me what He gave me in the kitchen, and then gave her that. She was just standing over here by our heater, and it was like at the perfect time, and it just striked up a beautiful fellowship. And so we were talking about getting back to God, and then how a lot of times when you mature in the Lord, you reach a certain point in your walk where this may sound what's the word? Just a little off to some of you, but, and I don't mean it any way at all. I just don't know another way to really put it. But you've reached a certain point in your walk with the Lord to where the things that used to really impress you and make you be like in awe of Him, it's kind of like you're kind of
it's kind of like when you're born again and you have all the zeal, and as you keep going in your walk, that you kind of lose that zeal, like, and I'm not speaking for everyone, but maybe it's like that.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but on a different kind of a different level somewhat. It's like you've been there, done that, and anyway, so we kind of got to talking about that, and then I was like, you know what, we need to. Day before yesterday, I had started watching a video about this.
His name's John Brever.
John, and I don't know. I can't say I recommend, his teachings, and I think he's maybe a teacher, and but I don't know him. I haven't really listened to any of his content or anything other than this one video that I will put in the description. But it talks about he was talking about the fear of the Lord coming back to America, and wait, was it America? Fear of the Lord?
I think it was America.
Or maybe it's America. But anyway, and it was just on my heart to share it with my wife. And so we're sitting down on the couch watching this video, and it's a wonderful video. Please just let me know your thoughts in the comments if you do end up, or if you have listened to it and watched it and whatnot. Please share with us. But and share with us anything in the comments, as long as it's positive, please. Nothing negative. But we get to watching that video, and it was I thought it was really good. And in the middle of it, she pauses the video, and the Lord just spoke to her. What did He say?
Is that when I was crying?
Uh-huh.
Well, I just...
Crying like a little baby. I mean, snot was coming all out.
No, it was not. No, it wasn't. But I was crying because, in the Spirit, when the Lord comes to you, it's just like this tender love. It's just like it's just, I don't know how to describe it. It's just very loving, just very warm. And He came to me with the verse of Proverbs 31:30. And that is, charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord will be praised. And the root of that is I have struggled with body image issues for a very long time.
Yeah,
ever since I was a little girl. And I know a lot of that resonates with you women, because Satan will pick us apart, how we physically look, how we are as a mom, how we are as a wife, how we can never measure up. We're so ugly, we're so fat, we just can't do anything right. And that's all lies and deception from the evil one, and I know that. But when those lies really penetrate your heart and they take root, it's very difficult to pull them out, because the root is deep. And the longer we run with these lies, the harder it is to get rid of them.
Yeah.
And so when the Lord told me that, it was just like liberating. It was so profound. And He also said, He's like, Meagan, you look at beauty from a totally different perspective than what I do. You're looking at beauty from man's perspective, not from mine. He's like, a woman who is beautiful has a gentle spirit, loves her husband, loves her family, loves people, loves me, wants to do what I want her to do, and
ultimately fears Him.
And fears Him, yes, just in this just awe of how wonderful he is, and just respect for my father and what he's done for me and just who he is, just how vast and just incredible he is,
Yeah.
And so I'm not saying that we shouldn't be healthy. I'm not saying just not take care of yourself, throw that all in the wind because God love, is, all the things that I just said. But
Well, and
there's balance,
wisdom.
and there's balance there.
Right. Balance and wisdom.
Right.
The beginning of wisdom is fear of the Lord. So if you fear the Lord and you're growing in a relationship and intimacy with the Lord, He's going to give you wisdom, obviously, not to, at some point in time, take care of yourself more than likely.
Right. And so I'm not going to lie. I would watch these videos of myself on YouTube and I was disgusted with what I saw. It was very difficult, almost to the point where I didn't want to post them. Because Satan's just in my face. He's been in my face about this for a long, long time.
Yeah.
And I received a word of knowledge from the Lord 2 years ago about how this needs to be dealt with because it's crippling me. When you are disgusted with yourself, it just makes it very difficult.
Yeah.
I've put on some weight, so that's been hard for me, but I'm learning that it's not even about that. I always thought, hey, if I just lose the weight, I'll love myself more. I'll be happier. I'll be more content. Well, there came a time where I did lose the weight. I got very healthy, at a very healthy weight. Still did not like myself. So that tells me it's not the weight. That's just something that Satan uses against me, against other women. I know, like I said, I know so many of you. Satan has just really destroyed our self-image and what we see when we look in the mirror. Because a lot of us, when we look in the mirror, we're really disappointed with the person that's looking back at us. But God's like, I'm not disappointed.
That's right.
He's like, I'm not.
Yeah.
Sorry. But he's not.
He's not disappointed.
He loves us right where we are right now with him. And he's just like, what's incredible to me is that the God that created all this wanted to know me.
That's right.
And what he's done in our life and our marriage. It's just in my family. And we will touch more on that because we have a beautiful testimony and it's only because of God. We've been together for 18 years. We've been together a long time. A lot has happened. A lot of painful things, beautiful things in those 18 years.
Oh, yeah. No doubt God is getting glorified.
Because he's incredible. I'm just so grateful that I'm not that person that I used to be. That my husband's not the man he used to be. And that he's done a work in my life. And Satan will come at us. He'll come at you with everything. He will buffet you from all sides and tell you all these things, that your marriage ain't good enough, you're not good enough, you're not a good enough dad or a mom, and those things, if you are really trying to do the will of God and just please him, and bring glory to him. And what's the verse that you always say?
Which one?
Seek first.
Seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and everything else will be added to you.
I have a very difficult time remembering scriptures. Not that I don't read the scriptures, because they're beautiful, I do, and so when that's one that you always, and it's true, you put God first in everything in your life and watch,
yeah,
it's incredible.
You're gonna watch this flourish. You're gonna watch the relationship with your kids flourish. How you are as a mom flourish. How you are as a dad flourish.
How you steward things. How you look at life in general. How you look at people. That people. It's not. People are so broken and they are so desperate for God. They just don't know it. It's like It's sad to me, and you start to see things his way with his eyes, and his heart, and just a little bit, we couldn't stand it if he gave us.
No.
But so I just wanted to share that, the body image thing, and because like I said, I know so many women struggle with that,
Yeah.
And that is a door for Satan to come in and really mess with us, because if we start believing those lies, and it's so easy to do, he can really, 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 really ruin us, you know.
That's right.
And God's like, hey, he's over here the whole time. He's like, that's not me. That's not what I think. You got to listen to what I think, you know. But Satan's loud. He's always in our face. So I just be careful to the voice you listen to, and make sure that it's God.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely, and it won't be contrary to the word of the Lord, the scriptures. So yeah, we just wanted to share that little part of our testimony. That was just something that has happened yesterday, and it really opened her eyes. Like when we were watching the video of fearing the Lord, and he makes some really good points in that video, and it just clicked, and so.
And another thing too, if you do struggle like I do with how you view yourself, I just highly encourage you to read Proverbs 31, because it talks about how God views like a wife and a mom, like for women, and it's so encouraging to read that, and that's what's beautiful to him.
Yeah.
Is that kind of woman, so not man's view of
That's right.
who a woman is, so.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, so if you would, check out the video. I hope you all enjoy it. Hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please like and subscribe, share with any and everyone. But this is just a little bit of what God has done in our life. And he's constantly doing things as we yield ourselves to him. It's incredible. We're always in awe of what he does, and it's nothing short of spectacular. Wow, just blown away by what he does, what he has done, and what he's doing now, and what I know what he will do. By the way, y'all get ready for the upcoming years. I believe the Lord is as you are walking with the Lord, you're gonna. He's going to reveal himself in ways that you've very well never seen before. His kingdom is rapidly advancing, and he is speaking to people. Like, not that he's not been speaking to people, but he's like, his words are just getting clearer and clearer. His people are just getting closer and closer and closer together, and it's going to be amazing, and it's going to be a journey. So buckle up. But please check out the video and let us know what you think about it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. If you have any, if encouraging words or anything, leave them in the comments. But we love y'all and hope to have you back on the channel soon. Take care. Bye.